Gibbs County Court Law number 2 is now in session. Court is in session. With its announcement docket, pretrial conference action, trial docket. First case that we're calling is on the announcement docket. It's cause number 331318, case of style of state of Texas versus Donald Glenn Gresham. Grisham.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Grisham?
Good. You doing okay?
Yes, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Grisham, you're here represented by your attorney, Mark Faggart. Attorney Faggart, how are you doing?
I'm good, Your Honor. Thank you for asking.
And state is represented by attorney Colby Hallpower. Attorney Hallpower, how are you doing?
Good, Judge. Thank you.
Attorney Faggart, what is your announcement in Mr. Grisham's case?
Your Honor, we're going to ask that it be reset for another announcement. I was just appointed on this case. I'd like to get Mr. Grisham into the office. I understand he lives in Orange, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Mauriceville, and if I can get and set up an appointment with him to get him in and see what he thinks about this and give me an opportunity to visit with Mr. Hoppower about a resolution of this matter.
Okay, that's fine. Give us a reset.
April 10th.
Okay, now this case will be reset to April 10th of 2023. Your attorney is going to sign for your reset. Now, let me do this and we'll go off the record.
I don't really consider him to be a flight risk. He obviously is an amputee, has other health problems. We would ask the court to recall the warrant.
I got to go right after I leave here to St. E and get this off.
Oh, well, I don't know about recalling a warrant. I could look at possibly setting a bond on this case. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I can go.
Okay.
Oh, he got a new case.
We got a new case. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was there for, it's a whole new case.
Okay.
Yeah, I filed December 14th.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, it's a whole new case.
Okay.
Okay,
There's not anything I can do about that.
Okay.
They'll magistrate will set a bond on that and have to county jail. And I would probably assume if it's a misdemeanor DWI, Judge Holmes will appoint me on that case, but.
well, yeah, I mean, you are, since you're on this first case, you automatically is appointed on that case. In fact, she's gonna do that before you leave.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
And those cases are gonna be set on the same day, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Call me when you make a call.
Okay.
Okay.
What's that case number?
It's 3330-790.
333-790?
Correct.
Okay. Mr. Okay, Mr. Faggett you're gonna give him a copy of his reset. Gonna give you a copy of reset and just follow the bailiff. Okay.
Sir.
Okay. Okay, the person that's on Zoom that just has iPhone, would you please state your full name?
You can hear me?
Yes,
The Coleman.
Coleman. Okay, Mr. Coleman, you can put your mic back on mute. Jefferson County Court at Law is ninth session in 5 cases, six cases, all 6 cases, all style of state of Texas versus Alfonso Vasquez. First case is cause number 322358. Second is 325966. The third case is 331522. Fourth case is cause number 331524. And the fifth case is cause number 333398. And the sixth case is cause number 333400. Mr. Vasquez is appearing in court. Mr. Vasquez, is your full name Alfonso Vasquez? Okay, just hang in there. Now, Mr. Vasquez, you are represented by your case, by your attorney, Tom Burbank, who is appearing via Zoom. Attorney Burbank, how are you doing?
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good morning. Now, Mr. Colby Hawkfire, representing the DA's office. My understanding that the DA's office training this.
We have
week.
training on Tuesday and Thursday at the new
Right,
for the new Odyssey.
right.
However, the state, the DW, one of the oldest ones, DWI, I know a lot of cases, but due to this,
Right.
we'd like to put this on a number 1 setting next docket if that's possible.
Okay, I understand.
Take it off.
Now, Mr. Burbank, did you hear that?
Off and on, Judge. I have no objection to it. The last offer I received from the state was probably not acceptable, and I know that Mr. Hoffpower, once he takes a look at all the cases, hopefully will come to a resolution to all these cases to get rid of them at the same time, and I have no objection because there are so many.
Okay. Mr. Mr. Burbank, your case is going to be reset. State continuous is going to be granted. And Mr. Burbank, your reset will be sent to you. Actually, and then I guess we'll reset these cases. We'll keep it on the trial docket. Mr. Vasquez, you're gonna stand on the exile court part. You reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Just step, it's all right, stand on X, and we hope that you're doing a lot better. Do that.
Judge, just confirm, can we get a preferential setting?
Okay, yeah, and Mr. Burbank, will be a preferential setting. Next setting will be, it'll be a number 1 setting.
Does that mean, Judge, that if they're not ready, they'll dismiss everything?
You have to talk to the prosecutors about that.
Your Honor, thank you very much. May I be excused, Mr. Hoffpower? Have a
Yes.
good day.
Now, you
Thank
may be
you.
excused and your recess will be sent to you.
Thank you, sir.
Gino, get in here.
Yes, Mr. Cormier, we hear your attorney is here as well, so just hold on. Okay. The court is in session and calls numbers 326-220, calls number 332-992, and calls number 332-994. All three cases are style of state of Texas versus Jacory Brooks Cormier. Mr. Cormier is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Cormier is represented by his attorney, Rife Kimler, who is present in court. Oh, he just got off of Zoom. Mr. Kimler. He was on Zoom. Now he just, I don't know, he must have had some difficulty. He just got off of Zoom. That was Corey Cormier. That was your case, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Kimler. So let's do this here. Let's go to your next case. Dwight Lewis, cause number 32656. Case of style of state exception versus Dwight Jermaine Lewis. Mr. Lewis is present in court with his attorney, Attorney Wright Kimler, and Mr. Lewis, and Mr. Kimler. The state has a mandatory training this week, and so this case has to be reset. Okay. Okay, and your attorney is gonna, our office is going to fax your attorney the reset date. Stay in contact with your attorney, your bondsman, you're free to go, and you have a blessed day. Next case is Xavier Ozan.
Ozan.
Okay, Mr. Ozan, you're, how are you doing, Mr. Ozan? Okay, now, this is cause number 330-825, case of style of state of Texas versus Xavier Ozan. And just Mr. Ozan, you're represented here by your attorney, Attorney Wright Kimler. And as mentioned earlier, in Mr. Kimler's other cases, the state has a mandatory training that they have to go to. When I say the state, the prosecutors. And so because of that, your case will be reset. Okay, and stay in contact with your attorney, your bonds, you stay in contact with your attorney because your attorney will be sent to reset.
Talk to you.
Well, he's a PR bond.
Yeah.
So you are free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir.
All right,
See you.
okay. Lanisha Danae Matoir, put that on the table. Okay, did I pronounce your first name right? Lanisha? Lanisha, what's your middle name? Okay, Lanisha Danae Matoir. This is cause number 332-118. How are you doing, Ms. Matoir? I'm doing fine. And now, Ms. Matoir, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Wright Kimler. And as mentioned earlier, the state has a mandatory training that they have to attend this week. And so your case has to be reset. And when I say the state, I'm talking about the prosecutors.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Not me.
Yeah. So your attorney and your bondsman will be sent notice of your resets. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You're free to go and you have a blessed day. And just for the record, now, last time you was here, we had you don't remember. Last time, I think you was on Zoom. Last time we was here, we did some testing and stuff. Everything came out fine. And you look 100% better. Okay, let me do this. I'm gonna go off the record because this may be non-public information.
Okay, well, I don't say anything. You could just speak on it.
I know, but just continue to do what you've been doing. All right, you have a blessed day.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, this is the other guy. This is the other guy. He's on Zoom. Yeah, I think he zoomed out. This is a court is in session in 3 cases. Jacory Brooks Cormier, cause number 326-220, cause number 332-992, and cause number 332-994. All 3 cases are style of state of Texas versus Jacory Brooks Cormier. Mr. Cormier. Oh, that's Coleman. Yeah, Cormier didn't appear. Okay. I thought Cormier was on Zoom. I thought he was on Zoom early.
She just said iPhone over here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, what we'll do, call the name outside in the hall. Okay. Court is in session in three cases, cause number 326-220, cause number 332-992, and cause number 332-994. All three cases are styled the state of Texas versus Ja'Cory Brooks Cormier, or Cormier. How do
It
you?
don't matter.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah,
Louisiana, they say Cormier.
Cormier, yes, sir.
In Texas, they say Cormier.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how do you pronounce it?
Cormier, whichever one. Then when I go to Louisiana, they say Cormier. When I come here, Cormier, so I know who y'all talking about.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say, we in Texas, I'm gonna say Cormier.
Yes, sir. That's fine.
All right. So, Mr. Cormier, how you doing?
So,
That's good. Now, Mr. Cormier, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Wright Kimler.
yes, sir.
And as we mentioned earlier, the state of Texas, which is prosecutors, they have some training that they have to go to this week, so they will be unable to try cases this week. And so therefore, your cases are going to be reset. And Mr. Kimler, you have no objections, is that correct? Okay, so stay in contact with Mr. Kimler and your bondsman. They're gonna be giving you a reset date. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Let's say you too. Appreciate you. All right. Sure.
Okay. Jefferson County Court is in session in two cases. First case is cause number 332-380. Second case is cause number 332-382. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Victor Guadalupe Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez, how are you doing?
Well, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Ramirez, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Nathan Reynolds. Attorney Reynolds, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge.
Okay, and state is represented in this case by Attorney Lamar Johnson. Attorney Johnson, how are you doing?
I'm well, Your Honor. Thank you.
And just for the record, the court mentioned earlier that the state has some mandatory training with the new computer system that the county is just brought, I guess it's going to be bringing online pretty soon. And so because of that, they will be unavailable to try any cases this week.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, the cases has to be reset.
Yes.
Okay, you was at the bottom of the docket anyway. It looked like
Okay.
on this docket, we wasn't gonna get to you. Because apparently this must be it's just it's a recent case.
Yes.
Okay, so and your reset is gonna be sent to you.
Okay.
And Mr. Ramirez, stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. They will be given notice of your reset. You're free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Reynolds, is the only case you have?
Yes, sir, it
Okay,
is.
okay, you're free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
All right, thank you, Judge. You too.
Okay,
Thanks.
all right. Okay, this is cause number 333-272, case of style of state of Texas versus Luis Angel Suarez. Mr. Suarez, is that your full name?
Yes.
How you doing, Mr. Suarez? That's good. Mr. Suarez, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Willard Hall. Attorney Hall, how are you doing?
Doing great, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Hall, you mentioned that you have applied for pretrial diversion, is that correct?
Yes.
So these cases gonna,
I have no idea. It's not in my stuff.
I think,
Pat Canal runs.
yeah, they run, yeah,
That's not my decision.
yeah, Pat Canal handles all of that.
I understand.
Okay, so,
If they knew or not.
It's not, if the only way I can know is if it's in my stuff.
yeah, only thing I think what happens is if they approved or not approved, then it'll appear on the docket. And so nothing's appeared on the docket, so that tells me no decision has been made.
Yeah,
we just-
I just requested it last week.
Oh, okay. Let's see, it is February, April. April is the next sign-up date.
I know, but I've
April,
already got 4
May,
cases.
June. So we're gonna have to, I'm gonna tell the,
May, should we say till May?
let me see. We're gonna go in June, because June is the next sign-up date after April.
Okay.
And so we're gonna have to set it in the second week in June. Your attorney is gonna be faxed a copy. Your attorney, your bondsman will be given a notice of the reset dates. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You're free to go, Mr. Suarez, and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Hall, I think this is on the case you have.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your reset will be sent to you.
Thank you. Your Honor.
All right, you have a blessed day. Okay, let's do. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. Court is in session and files number 319336. Case of style of state of Texas versus Eric Paul Guidry. Mr. Guidry, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Guidry, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Guidry, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? Mr. Guidry, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Guidry?
Good.
That's good. Mr. Guidry, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney James Macon. Attorney Macon, how are you doing?
I'm here today.
Oh, well, that's a blessing.
It is.
Yeah. And now, Mr. Macon, do you waive a record in Mr. Gidry's case?
We do, Your Honor.
Mr. Gidry, I have before me a document that is titled Information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that on or about June 24th of 2018, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a motor vehicle in a public place, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more. Mr. Gidry, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to discharge, Mr. Gidry, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Now, Mr. Gidry, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gidry, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. It is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there are two sets of initials. One set of initials is JM, that's the initials of your attorney, and the other set of initials is EG. I assume that they are your initials, and they're on a line next to a box that's checked guilty. Did you place your initials next to your attorney initials?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, on the same document, but the next page, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document that's titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? There are two boxes that are checked at the top of this document. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you are waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement? And Mr. Gidry, I also have before me a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? You have to speak up.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Gidry, prior to signing and initialing all of these documents that I just showed you, did your attorney, Mr. Macon, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gidry, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment. State, would you like to offer State's Exhibit Number 1 into the evidence?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would do so at this time.
Any
No
objections?
objection.
No objection. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted into evidence. Mr. Macon, you have advised and counseled Mr. Gidry. Is there any evidence that Mr. Gidry is mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Gidry, your attorney, Mr. Macon, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gidry, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given, and I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, in exchange for a plea of guilty, the state's agreed to recommend 90 days in Jefferson County Jail, probated for 1 year, a $500 fine, court costs, 80 hours community-based service, interlock device throughout the duration of probation, also DWI education class, and any other terms and conditions deemed appropriate by probation.
Okay, Mr. Gidry, state is offering that you serve 90 days in Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not be required to serve 90 days in Jefferson County Jail because you'll be placed on probation for 1 year. During the 1 year probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of $407, which comes to a total of fine and court costs of $907. You'll also be required to pay a probation fee of $60 each month, a year analysis fee of $15 each month. You will also be required to pay Jefferson County DWI education class and initial evaluation fee of $125 on the day of the plea. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. Your total monthly installments, that is, the total amount that you will be required to pay each month while you're on probation, is $160 a month. Mr. Guidry, will you be able to pay the $160 each month?
Should be, yes, sir.
Okay, you'll also be required to perform 80 hours of community service. You'll be required to attend and complete the DWI education class and have a drug and alcohol assessment. You'll also be required to install the DWI interlock device on any vehicle that you own or operate, and you will also be required to adhere to all the other standard terms and conditions of your probation. Mr. Guidry, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Guidry, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Guidry, you're gonna stand on the X. And no, this is right here. And you're gonna follow the directions of our clerk. Once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Macon, is this your only case?
It's my only case.
Okay, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day as well.
Right, Holmes?
Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. Next case is clause number 332406. Case is style of state of Texas versus Melvin Davis Yeoman. Melvin Yeoman is scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. for the court's announcement docket. At about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called the name of Melvin Yeoman at the courthouse door. Melvin Yeoman did not appear. Melvin Yeoman has not appeared in court since the court's been in session. The court's bailiff also called Melvin Yeoman's name again at the courthouse door at 9:50 a.m. on today's date of February 13 of 2023, and Melvin Yeoman did not answer. Melvin Yeoman attorney, Mr. Giles Cole, is present in the courtroom. State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor. State move for bond forward.
That motion will be granted. Melvin Yeoman's bond will be forfeited. Warrant shall be issued for his arrest. And clause number 332406. Okay, and let me do this here.